D. You see, I'm feeling pretty chipper today. Thought I'd chime in with some afternoon talk with you guys. Looky here. I'm here today because tomorrow I may not be able to get with you guys. I have a little lightweight procedure that I have to do. Nothing really serious. Just want to make sure some things is going cool with me. So I'm going to be kind of out for the count tomorrow. But I'll be back sometime Friday afternoon with some grown folk talk. And I'm here today. And I'm going to tell you, it's a beautiful day once again. It was so cold this morning. But I think that's what we're up against right now. This crazy up and down weather. I believe it's going to be some rain coming soon too. But I wanted to talk today a little bit about priorities. You know, someone was sharing something with me today regarding, it was a meme that they ran across that said something about if a man calls a woman and wants to come over, he'll say, "Is the kids sleep yet?" Because he wants to come by. But he should be asking, "Has the kids eaten yet?" And if not, what can I bring? You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was quite interesting. But, as far as priorities, we have to get our priorities straight in regards to all that we do. Our life, our relationships, dating, allowing people to take advantage of us. Because trust me, when one takes advantage of you, usually you have allowed them to do so, right? So, what are your priorities? What are some that you can think of right about now and you stick to? And you guys got to excuse the ambulance and all this noise going around. Um, there is a lot of noise going around not far from where I'm at. I was told that, not to get off track, but I just want to mention this right quick. I was told that some people walking down the street, minding their business, trying to get to their appointments or whatever, somebody drove by shooting at them with BB guns through a car. That is absolutely ridiculous. BB guns can penetrate, they can hurt someone. You put someone's eye out. There's all kinds of stuff that could happen by doing something so silly, So, man, I'm telling you, it's always something. People are calling themselves having fun, but they're out here doing harmful things to others that can very well take their lives or cause them to have, really traumatic situations. So stop. Please stop. So, anyway, as far as priorities, you know, um, sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the selfish acts of what I want to do, how I'm going to treat myself, and when I'm going to do it, instead of looking at things in the form of prioritizing. Like you have some that will go out and buy $400 tickets to a show or a concert or do something like that, and haven't paid their PG&E bill in I don't know how long, or take a trip and haven't taken care of the bills prior before leaving home and come back to a whole bunch of mess. We have priorities that's twisted. It's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, living your life, having fun, living your best life. But prioritize what needs to be done first. Business first, pleasure later. That's the way I was taught and grew up, and that's the way I have taught and they've grown up. It's about your priorities. And and then you can sit up and splurge and do the things you want to do. And that's even in your relationships or your marriage, or kicking it with someone, or whatever it is. You have to prioritize before doing all this lavish stuff. You know, sometimes people will buy gifts for someone just to show that they really feeling them, and make them think and feel that they got it going on like that. And they'll go out and spend their last little bucks on these lavish gifts, and then their credit cards is maxed out. So when their car break down and they got to get a rental car, guess what? They can't, because they maxed they credit cards out on lavish gifts. That and it just wasn't the time for that. We have to stop going above our means and do things according to how you can do them in that moment. Now, you very well may be able to elevate and do some things differently at a different time, but sometimes you just can't when things are in a certain way. It's about prioritizing. It's about, I gotta eat, so I'm gonna have to have some money for food. I gotta ride, so I gotta have some money for my ride. I gotta rest my head and have somewhere to live. I gotta have money to make sure that I have somewhere to live. These things all come first before all the extra. The extra stuff is what it is. Is when you have extra money, extra help to do those things. And if you're a couple, you come together and you balance that. If you're solo, then you got to sit down and do your little bookkeeping according to you and your needs, wants, and desires. Okay, so it's about prioritizing. Now let's talk about prioritizing as far as being in a relationship. What's important? Is it important hanging out and having your me time with you and your friends, or you by yourself? Or is it important to have that time with your mate? Now, actually, excuse me, y'all, some hair in my mouth. Actually, they're both important. It's important, first of all, to give that quality time to who you say you care about and who you want to spend that kind of special time with. It's important to make sure that you feed them with that quality time. It's also important that you prioritize to the me time. Everyone needs that me time for yourself, to yourself. It could be, going out to have a nice meal. It could be going to see a movie. It could be going to Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles, I'm speaking you up. It could be going in there, um, browsing, looking for a good book, having you a Starbucks. I'm talking you up. So you can do those things and do it alone, and that's considered your me time. Okay, going to the malls, ladies, I know we all love that. Looking through the racks, trying on shoes, trying on outfits. Me time. The fellas in the barbershops, going to fishing, going golfing, going out with the boys every now and again. That's me time. Okay, but you have got to prioritize that. Me time should not take over the focus of spending quality time when you are involved with someone, because you're supposed to be giving up to each other that time, that refreshment, that quality, and that's this and that and that. Now, people have to work on prioritizing. In what order? What comes more important? Some would say in a relationship, what's more important to them is having a home cooked meal and some clap clap on a very regular. Now, everybody's situation is uniquely different, because what's very regular to you may not be very regular to the next person. Very regular to the next person may be once a month. That ain't nowhere near regular for most. A few times a week is tolerable, but some gotta every other day or even every day. It just depends on your situation and your needs and what you and that partnership has come to terms with agreeing that you need. But it's all about the prioritizing. And then you have time spent with children. Some of us have children and we don't have children with the person that we are with. So therefore, you have to balance spending time with that person and prioritizing to be able to spend time with the children. And when you are at a point where you're comfortable with the right timing to incorporate spending family time with that person and the kids, then that time will come. But we all need to respect the fact when you're dating someone who has kids, you have to respect their time frame, their timeline, because their timeline can be different from yours. They could say, I don't want anybody around my children until I know this is serious and this is who I'm going to be with, and blah, blah, blah. So therefore, I'm not comfortable with you coming to my house unless my children is not home. And then you have the other person that's not okay with that because they want to spend more time with you, and they're trying to understand, well, why I only get this little bit of, and I can't see you during the week, and I can't, and it can sometimes cause issues. But you have to respect and try to understand where a person is coming from and what are their needs, wants, and desires. Because they will let you know that they're into you, but they also have a time frame. And I totally get it because, I was at one point a single parent for a period of time. And no, you don't want to bring a lot of different people around your kids. You give a lot of mixed messages, confusion, and attachments that develop, and then boom, things don't work out. And that's the same with men nowadays, because there's a lot of men who are now in a position of raising their kid or kids without the mothers. So now the roles are reversed. The fathers have to deal with the dating scene and not having every woman around their kids as well. So it just really depends. And then you have those who, and I'm all over the place today, excuse me, but hold on tight, because I'm giving you afternoon thoughts. Sometimes you have those who, they sit up and, oh man, I lost my thought right in that moment. You have those who sit up and say, I'm just not going to date anyone at all until my kids are grown. And their kids could be young, 7, 8, 9 years old. So you got 8, 9, 10 years ago. And let's get this clear. Dating and in a relationship, from what I was told, means two separate things. If you're in a relationship, you both have established that you're going to be exclusive with one another. I just want to see you. I just want to be with you, spend time with you, blah, blah, blah. And you both are in agreement. You can be dating someone and go out on dates with different people and not be in a relationship with them. Where I come from back in the day, when we would use the word dating, it was like, I am dating that person. It's me and him. It's me and her. We are dating. And we looked at it more serious, but I've been told different nowadays, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong. But, you know, when you're just seeing different people and you don't have that exclusive title involved, a lot of times you don't feel comfortable bringing the person around the children like that, because you don't know for sure if this is going to be the person that you end up being with. So you either go to where they're at, or you end up you guys get somewhere that you go for the weekend or whatever you want to do to keep things really mellow fellow. And, We have to just go ahead on and respect that. And these are things that you have to be clear with in the beginning. You have to be really clear with that and determine if you want to deal with that. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to shield some of this sun that's up here so we won't have a problem. So, you have to be really, really um, clear with yourself, too, that you even want to deal with that, because it just may be something that, I don't care how beautiful or how much in lust and how much in love you think you are with a person, if deep down inside you really don't know if you want to deal with this, you know I can't come around your kids or your family thing, then you may have to make some choices and decisions. And sometimes people don't come out and always tell you this in the beginning. You have to grow and learn with it um, as you go on. So, flipping the script now, prioritizing things. When it comes to your mate at home, when it comes to giving them the quality time and the clap clap and things of that nature, how do you prioritize that? Because I've had people, some men, complain to me about their girl is on the phone a lot at home. Every time they turn around, she's on the phone. She got her headset on. She's got her phone somewhere close, and she's running her mouth on the phone to her friends. They talk about everything, whatever. She's cooking on the phone. She's doing everything on the phone. I don't get no conversation or no close me time until we come together after she then took her bath and getting ready to get into bed. What about prioritizing? When are you going to give that man some type of conversation and time? You could be cooking, cut down the telephone conversation and having a conversation with him. You guys could be cooking together. You see what I'm saying? How was his day? Did he have a good one? Did he have a bad one? Things you're telling your girl, could you be talking to him about? And the same thing comes with the fellas that come home and it's all about the remote, his comfort chair, and a can of beer, and he's watching the game or he's watching whatever he likes to watch on TV, and he ain't even asked her how was her day. Or, baby, what's going on? You want to talk about anything? The conversation is not in. He may not be on the phone, but he could be preoccupied doing some other stuff that kind of just blocks that mate out. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that is anything wrong with having your own woosah time, because some people come home after a long day and they may want to go in the bathroom and take a nice bubble bath with some candles lit and a glass of wine and some soft music and just soak for an hour. And they don't want you in there. They want their little me time. And then that's the time that you can, the dinner may be on, or you may have started the dinner, or you may have helped her with the dinner, or him, or whatever the situation. But they like to unwind in that way. Some people like to smoke their little situation and get to a certain vibe and chill for a little while when they get home. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want you to ask 90 questions. They don't want you to start saying, dear, can you do this? Dear, can you do that? How come you ain't did that? I asked you the other day to do this, that. Why you didn't do that, baby? I need another light bulb over here. I need you asking all these demands, and he just got off a long day of work. Probably then got pissed off by the world because they don't treat our men right out here. And he comes home and just wants some tranquility. And by the way, I wanted to say happy 420 today for those who celebrate and who are into that mode of the 420 tote type of thing. I don't I don't partake in it, but I don't knock people who do. Only thing I say is be really safe out there, be careful. I know a lot of people are going to Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. I thought they said that wasn't happening this year, but I believe it is. It's probably going to be some restrictions, more patrolling, police traffic, and stuff like that. So you just want to be very careful in what you do today in that regard, if this is what you do. But what I wanted to know too is, do they actually be selling marijuana out here? I mean, I know it's legal and everything, but this 420 thing, because I've never really went and celebrated and partaked in that. But do they actually? I know they be smoking it, and you can get all high in the moment. But do they be selling marijuana, and is it okay to sell a little something on 420? Anybody know? Hit the chat. Hit the chat. Let me know, because I'd like to know that myself. Maybe I'll have to find, I'll check that out once we get off this. But yeah, you guys be careful, be safe. But back to prioritizing. You have to be able to prioritize the time that you need to spend and give your mate when they come home from a long day, when it's the weekend time and you're both off work. You both are so busy during the week with busy schedules, your job, your this, your that. You got all this stuff going on. And then the weekend come and you want some type of quality time. You guys have to balance that. Maybe Sunday don't work for her. Maybe Saturday is better. Maybe Saturday don't work for you. Maybe Sunday is better. So come together and prioritize and balance. Maybe you can trade off every other week. You know, we'll do something together Saturday this week and Sunday next week, and we'll rotate it Saturday, Sunday, so we both can, be freed up on our special day that we got something else going on. But you have to be mindful to give. You got to give if you want to get. It's not about being selfish and making your priorities everything else and everyone else, so that the person that you're with is feeling like they're not a dang on priority in your life. Have you ever felt that way? Let me know. I'll wait. I'm willing to bet at least one time in your life you felt like you was not a priority. Either it was, I mean, we got to give our kids all the attention in the world, but when you got that thing going on, that clap clap, everything is going, it ain't no kids, and then all of a sudden that baby come, and then baby two come, and everything got, once you get home from work, everything got to be put into the kids, because you got to give them a little time. You got to get their food prepared. You got to get them bathed. You got to get them ready for bed. And by the time it comes to you, you're totally exhausted. You're totally exhausted, and it's like, what? No, let's wait till Saturday. And then that person starts feeling as though they're not a priority, and everything and everybody else is. So we have got to find a way to balance our lives and our situations and what we do and how we do it, around everything, family, work, your job, your friends, because some of us have friends as well that we don't make priorities. You ever had those friends that when they're in a relationship with somebody and it's all mushy mushy and it's new, forget you. They ain't trying to be, hey there, girl, hey, sis. They ain't trying to deal with you at all, because they in their relationship, they got they boo. So it's like, girl, bye. I ain't got time. Me and Long John Silver, we about to go out tonight. Yeah, girl, we going tomorrow night too. Yeah, we going next week. No, girl, I can't get with you. No, I'll call you. I'll let you. Okay. They get in these relationships and it's like, you ain't a priority at all, no more. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, because your girl or that partner that you had, they was there for you when you didn't have nobody. They was there on them nights when you need them shoulders to cry on. They was there when you needed somebody to talk to, when you needed a loan, when you needed some time, when you needed to have a drink, when you wanted to go to dinner, when you wanted to just visit. They was there through all those dry times. So we understand that things have to change, you know, things have to change somewhat when you do get involved with somebody. I had to adjust that. Things have to change, right? You're gonna be at you because you got to prioritize your life now and spend time with the new boo. But you still can't forget where you come from. You can't forget your partners. You can't forget that one, that two that was there. And some of us only have one, some have a couple, but we can't forget them. But they got to respect the fact that you now have other priorities, that you now have someone that's special to you in your life. So they gotta kind of, they can't have all of you all the time like they were before. But that girl, bye, boy, bye, I get to you when I can. Now that ain't right. That's not prioritizing your friendships. And then guess what? When you and Boo Boo break up and it ain't happening no more, or you contemplating whether you even want to be with him anymore or you want to be with her anymore, then what? You want to call this friend again. Hey, what you doing? You want to get together? Let's go have a drink. Let's go out and have some dinner. Are you free this weekend so we can? This concert is coming up. You want to now? You want to have them all in your zone then because you ain't with Boo Boo no more. Boo Boo the fool. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if y'all got another angle on this, but I'm just telling it real life like it is. It's like, we got to balance, we got to prioritize. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your friends. Don't forget your loved ones when you fall in love, because they're the ones that was there for you and probably gonna always be there for you, but they're gonna probably do it a little different because they're gonna be like, you know what? No, they did me, they did me kind of shisty. That's what I'm trying to say. They did me shiesty. So, I don't know. I ain't gonna make them my priority because they didn't make me their priority. And then you got these things going back and forth and stuff like that. So we have got to prioritize our lives. What's important and prioritize it. It doesn't mean get rid of things. It's just putting things in a particular order. Everything. Everything. And some people selfishly just want. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. They want it when they want it. How come you can't? How come? And then when it comes time to you, they ain't nowhere around making you a priority for nothing. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. I ain't got time for it. So let's stick with the prioritizing, y'all. You guys enjoy your 420. Be safe. Don't get too high. The police is real. They looking for a reason to handcuff you. So don't do too much and drive safe. And on that note, I gotta get back. This is that kind of day. You go ahead on and have a wonderful day, you guys. Love you. Mwah.